John Fitzkee with the Lebanon County Planning Department. I currently serve as the Assistant Director and Senior Transportation Planner.
No, that's great. Thank you, John.
Yeah, this morning the first item I have on the list is for our National Bridge Inspection contract. Just to provide some background, this is a 5-year contract that we do to select a county bridge engineer that does our bridge reviews, not only for the county structures, but also for our municipal partners. And Jamie and I have been working with the folks at PennDOT. This was the first year, instead of doing paper bidding process, it all went through PennDOT's ECMS system, which is an electronic system where the bidders on the who would like to go after this contract have to submit through that system. So, you know, Wilson Consulting was obviously, given their past history, having done the inspections here at the county, and you know, their expertise was selected. That was run through PennDOT for review. Ultimately, you know, they concurred with that review of the committee. And so this is something that what PennDOT tries to do is the NBIS inspections are done every 2 years, and that's to ensure the safety and, you know, operation of our bridges. Even though municipal partners may be the owners of those structures, they get notice if there's an issue where we have a major flood event and there's scour at the bridge or there's structural problems. Those will be done and checked up, and then that information is passed along to those partners, the same way it would be if it was a county-owned structure. Total maximum agreement for the contract is set at $1,116,724.57. Now, that's not necessarily meaning that we'll get to that. That's what PennDOT, and this year was done through their process over a 5-year contract.
So moved.
Second. We have a motion and a second to take care of the bridge inspection contract. May I just ask, were there any local, or is it fair to ask if there were any other local?
We had about, you mean firms that had submitted? Not locally. The only ones we had were about 6 or 7 that are the larger firms, like the Johnson, Miriam, and Thompson, and, you know, ones that kind of do this stuff regularly. I think just given your expertise as bridges, I mean, Mark, that's kind of his forte.
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, they were.
None, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. So moved.
The next item I have for you is relative to the Phase 7 LVRT project that we're working on in West Lebanon and North Lebanon. As a result of that project, and to keep it moving forward, we have a reimbursement agreement that we need your authorization to move forward and execute. That will be for a total of $2 million multimodal funds that will help undertake the construction phase of that project.
Is to submit for that funding.
To approve the, to authorize the execution of the reimbursement agreement.
And that includes the culvert under Tunnel Hill Road.
That will include it as part of the project. I also have a separate item with OMA and
I'm
and
jumping ahead,
resolution.
sorry.
But yeah, it will be included.
This is $2 million, half of which is that culvert. That was
Yeah,
mentioned.
portion of
So
yes.
That's a very expensive component to the.
Yes. The $2 million would be for all the trail improvements, including the culvert from 25th Street out to Long Lane.
So moved.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded that we.
I think some of the new businesses too that are looking at coming into the business park were made aware that that connection will begin, and also working with the Union Canal Tunnel Park, who is obviously working to expand their process, and they would like to be able to tie into the trail as it begins to develop. So I think it'll.
I'd like to say that I certainly agree with Commissioner Phillips on this one. We're giving a gift to the future for our children and grandchildren, and I think in future generations, I think it's just a wonderful project that can be a living legacy for everyone involved.
And we thank you all for your support, because without that, it wouldn't be possible to do these.
You know, it's funny, when employers used to look at libraries and hospitals and schools, and now, you know, healthy lifestyles and recreation and all those kind of things are a big part of their consideration for coming to we appreciate the volunteer component that's involved.
Oh yeah, John Wenger and his guys. That's
Good leadership there.
It's all good. All right, all in favor of the motion, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so ordered.
Ownership and maintenance agreement, and this would be something that we worked with PennDOT for other projects that we've done where there was a bridge removed in Bunker Hill, where we knew eventually we would be taking the trail north. As part of PennDOT's project, they put in a existing box culvert also under Route 22, where the trail will also go under. the county had reached agreement in past years that a new structure would be placed there as part of project. In this case, since we are the one that is initiating it, PennDOT felt that a ownership and maintenance agreement would be appropriate, where we're going to build the trail, we're going to put in the new tunnel, but since it goes under their road, they want the county to be the responsible entity for that structure. Obviously, you know, we'll have a brand new one, so if we take care of it, it will hopefully last us for quite a while. But the request that we have before you is, first, is a resolution authorizing, and I felt it was appropriate that Jamie would be the one to sign any and all things related to the agreement on your behalf. And then the resolution is the first item that I would need approved to allow you to do that and sign the agreement for the OMA.
So the resolution is a signature delegation?
Yeah, authorizing you to.
Okay.
But we
sign
would
it.
still have to approve them prior to signature.
Yeah, yeah.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second to approve Jamie as the signator on those documents. Any question or comment? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
And the next item then would be to approve the formal ownership and maintenance agreement for that tunnel that will go under Tunnel Hill Road, SR 4002, located there in North Lebanon Township.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the ownership and maintenance agreement to be signed by Jamie. Any question or comment? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.
Those are also a good segue to the next item, which I need your approval or your consideration of here, which is a request from Lebanon Valley Rails Trails for an extension to a Marcellus grant that you approved for them actually back in 2014. They were awarded a grant for the John E. Wangert Memorial Park, which would be along Chestnut Street, kind of in the neighborhood across from Lebanon Catholic School. And they just had a little bit of a delay in developing the park and are asking for some extra time to complete it. The study was delayed as the preferred route for the adjacent rail trail was still being finalized. Several design aspects depended largely on whether the rail trail would run through or adjacent to the park location. Now that that's been finalized, the consultants began wrapping up the study, and they anticipate all the work will be completed in the first quarter of 2017. So Julie Cheney, Director of Planning, and I are recommending that you extend this to June 30th of 2017.
So moved.
Second. We have a motion and a second to extend that Marcellus Shale grant. Any question or comment? Hearing none, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, so moved.